Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're diving into our referral agency series where I teach you how to start a service-based business from your laptop and work from anywhere in the world. If you're new here, hey, I'm Krystal from cleaningcoach4u.com. Today we're diving into a question I see a lot, which is, Krystal, do I need contractors or clients first? If you are just getting started and you're not really sure on the next step, or you're debating on having contractors or clients first, or setting up your Yelp, your website, then this video is for you. When getting started, it could take you a while to get your first few contractors set up. And depending on the city, it could also take a while for you to land a job. So, are you ready for the answer? Dun dun da da! Contractors. All right, guys, you want to have at least 3 contractors set up into your system, already taking the orientation and ready to take on jobs. One of them is most likely not going to accept jobs, or maybe be a no-show or a crappy cleaner. So when you're just starting out, it's going to happen. You're going to learn more about working with contractors. Don't let it discourage you. The best thing is to just have a few ready to go and to keep pushing. Best way to prevent these issues with your contractors is to have an orientation set up. Help them to understand more about a job order, client's expectations, contract violations such as no-shows. When posting your recruitment ad up on job platforms, ensure that you set a reminder to check the stats of that job post every 3 weeks. So for instance, say you post a job post on Indeed or Craigslist. You want to wait 3 weeks, but you're reposting it as well once every week. So it's the same job post, you're essentially just reposting it to make sure it stays at the top of the search results. After 3 weeks, go ahead and pull up your stats for recruiting. You want to check to see how many people viewed it if possible, how many people clicked on it, and how many people registered. You want to keep track of these. If you need your numbers to improve, then go ahead and modify it accordingly. If you're not sure on the process of recruiting, make sure you snag a copy of my Contractor Recruitment Guide. I'll include a link of it down below, but it goes over all the legal paperwork you need. And on the week of September 14th, 2020, we're doing a free live Facebook training series for recruiting contractors. So make sure you join our free Facebook group. I'll include all of these links down below for you guys. After you've gotten your first 3 contractors set up, now it's time to get clients. So I would recommend starting off with flyers or Google Ads. This is really easy to get your first client. Google Ads is great, and their support team is very helpful with helping you set up an ad for your city. Just make sure you check your search terms weekly to make sure that you're building up your negative keyword list so that you're getting more relevant searches. So for example, if you don't offer commercial cleaning, which is not allowed with a referral agency, it's actually against the law. So we would have that as a negative keyword. So we're not getting pulled up into those search results for customers who aren't really looking for our services and having to pay for that click. With Google Ads, setting a budget of about $10 a day will create a steady flow of clients either going towards your site or calling you, depending on how you have your ad set up. But you only need one web page, not a website yet. Focus on getting leads in, getting your contractors jobs as soon as possible. After you've done this and got this set up, then you can focus on your website, Yelp, and some other things that you can do to generate more clients and more contractors, and it's a never-ending cycle, right? But we have so many bills that pile up, you want to get that income coming in first before you start focusing on other tasks that aren't going to generate that immediate revenue. In next week's video, we're diving into website and branding as a referral agency. It's so different than an employee company. We can't have certain verbiage on our site or advertising, even in our orientation, sales calls, or when talking to contractors. If you get into an audit, the first thing they're going to do is scan your website. So if you want to know some of certain no-no words, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for that video in this training series. Until next time, bye!